Welcome back. In this video, let's go through OpenAI's announcement made yesterday, the new embedding models and API updates. So what they are doing here is we are launching a new generation of embedding models, new API usage management tools, and soon lower pricing on GPT 3.5 Turbo. That is really good news because whenever you do some RAG applications or whatever you do, like first you need to convert the text into the vector. So that's where the embedding models comes into place, right? So in this video, what I will be doing is briefly go through this blog post, and later I will show you how these embedding models can be implemented with LlamaIndex in this notebook. The good part of using frameworks like LlamaIndex and LangChain is that you can quickly integrate the new releases made by OpenAI or some other providers into your code. So it's easier to integrate things. Let's get started. Okay, before going through the actual implementation, I am actually quite happy with this another announcement also. Google's Hugging Face deal puts supercomputers power behind open source AI, right? As you can see here, AI developers using Hugging Face can access Google's cloud setup and its thousands of GPUs connected to services like Vertex AI. This is really good news, and as you can see here, the CTO of Hugging Face has also written the post that we will make it as easy as possible for Hugging Face users to deploy cutting-edge AI models to cloud service like Vertex AI and GKE, etc. This is really good news as I'm a heavy user of Hugging Face, and I love what they are doing in the machine learning, or let's say in the NLP community. This is really great news also. Now let's get back to what I was supposed to show you about, right? This is the blog post. You can just go through all the different things. As you can see here, they say 2 new embedding models are being released: an updated GPT-4 Turbo preview model, an updated 3.5 Turbo model, and updated text moderation model, right? As you can see here, new embedding models with lower pricing. About the pricing, I will show you one cool diagram so that it's easier to understand. And there, yeah, this is how the embedding things works. Like here is the text, there is the embedding model, and there is the text as vector. Because machine just understands the numbers, we need to convert the text into vectors. That is what embedding models is for, right? As you can see, small models, you can go through this all the different things. Before we have this text embedding ADA002, and now we have others here, text embeddings 3 small and text embedding 3 large. I think it's somewhere here. That is the small one, and yeah, and down here there is the large one. So what is the difference between that? As you can see here, there is the benchmarks also here, but we don't need to go through the benchmarks and all the things. If you want, you can just go through, but just for understanding things, I think better than this, there is one another diagram here. Okay, this one is much better with the embedding the dimensions, right? So here you can see the embedding size. With the ADA version 2, there is 1536, and there is this again score. Let's not go through that now. And there is this text embedding 3 small, which has 2 different embedding size. One is 512 and next one is 1536, and the large one is 256, 1024 and 3072. Why there are so many different embeddings is because if you want to use this text embedding 3 large, you can either use 3072, which is by default, or they have mentioned here that you can use the dimensions in order to reduce the embedding size. Let's read this. This is really interesting. This enables very flexible usage. For example, when using a vector data store that only supports embeddings of up to 1024 dimensions long, developers can now still use our best embedding models like text embeddings 3 large and specify a value of 1024 for the dimensions. What is the downside of that? Which will shorten the embeddings down from 3072 dimensions, trading off some accuracy in exchange for the smaller vector size, right? You can lower from 3072 to 1024 or 256 for text embedding 3 large, and also for text embedding 3 small from 1536 to 512. This is really good because the vectors are there and we need to store the vectors at some place, and those storage, some of those just support the specific dimensions or the embedding size. With this new functionality, now you are able to use the OpenAI's model or embedding model or embedding dimensions or size, whatever you want to call it, into those data vector stores. And the good part is I found this interesting post by Peter Gostev. This is the chart here. You can see last year, March 23, there is this $2, right, per 1 million tokens average. And now you can see it has gone June 23, 1.75. This is GPT 3.5 4K, by the way. And now we have this 3.5 16K. June 23 last year it was $3, and now we have like $1. So the price is going down. Same for the embeddings also, as you can see here. Before it was 0.4 for 1 million tokens, December 2022, and now we are at our 3 last January 24, there is 0.13. And even if you use the small one, there is 0.02 for 1 million tokens. That is okay, that's really cheap one, right? And yeah, you can just go through this. Enough of the talk now. Now let's go to the notebook and implement these embeddings with LlamaIndex. This is the notebook. First, you need to just install LlamaIndex with this command. And once that is done, you need to go to the platform.openai.com API keys. Link is here. And in this your OpenAI API key, just replace your API keys. Then that's it. After that, what we can do before, let's say that earlier this is what we had or we still have, right? We have this text embedding ADA002. That is what I just explained you. This is how you can use from LlamaIndex.embeddings. You can import the OpenAI embeddings, and you can just have the embedding here. Model is this, and this is the embeddings model.text embeddings, and you can just provide the text whatever you want to provide here, and then print the dimension. So as you can see, 1536 for ADA002, right? But now we have this text embeddings 3 large, 3 small, as I just mentioned you before, right? So what we can do, by the way, you might need to update the OpenAI's. It might work with just the LlamaIndex because it uses the latest one, but if it doesn't work, you might need to update or upgrade the OpenAI API, or let's say package first. And by running this, you can achieve that. And again, the same thing here, OpenAI embeddings, but here we are providing text embedding 3 large, and as you can see here, it is showing 3072. By the way, this is how the embedding size will be shown here. So we have how many? I've just printed the top 5, but there will be 3072. That holds for this OpenAI new embeddings model is great, right? That information is being held in that embedding size. That is how the embedding model works. And similarly, as you can see here, now I'm using the small ones. There is nothing fancy here, just replacing the models. And now this is 1536. But now there is the chance that you can change the dimension of output embeddings. As I mentioned you, there is some trade-offs as I just mentioned before. So how you can achieve that is, for example, here, as you can see, I'm providing 3 large, right? And you can provide even dimension 512 or even dimension 1024. So if you run this, you can see now we have 1024. Similarly, you can do for the small one also. There is 512, and then yeah, the embedding is 512. This is all I want to show you, but the good thing here is I have written the conclusion also here, what I already explained you, that it now have we now have the possibility of using the OpenAI's embedding models in all the, let's say not all, but in those vector databases also which supports these embedding size. And the good part here is that the LlamaIndex and LangChain, as I said before also, they just implement things as it happens, right? There is a post, I just get the information from the post here. As you can see, LlamaIndex announcing day 0 support for this. I just get that notebook from their official documentation. So they are quite fast in implementing things that helps us to use things easily, right? That's all I want to show you in this video. I hope you now have the possibility, or you can use these new embedding models in your applications. I hope you learned something new. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.